As always, we're scheduled for 9. We'll play as many as we need. Let's see. We are underway. First hole, and John right down the middle.
Oh, I see. Let's go. I see what you're doing. I forgot. I see what you're doing.
Sabotaging the lefty. No one ever shows any respect for the lefties. Randy, a little down the left side. If it sits soft, he may still have an angle. They get a few extra yards out of it. Should be clear. Small trees in the way, but should get right over those. He's got about 156 left. Randy snuck into the playoffs as the first alternate. He's making the most of it. Made it all the way to the finals of the early time slot. Oh, and catches the tree. Thought that wasn't going to be an issue. Turns out it was. This one is headed right at it. A quick recovery. Nestles into about 14 feet left for his par. John, about 107 left. A little bit of a pull, but safely on. Birdie putt. We'll have a little bit of a putt off here on the first hole. 35 feet left here for birdie. Pretty big left to right slider. Aggressive putt here. A little too much speed on that. Was definitely going for the make. Puts this one actually off the green and into the rough. Still has about 25 feet left. Potential 26 feet left. Now coming back up the hill. This is on a good line. Has a chance. Oh! Just over the front edge. So John is in for a 5. Randy now putting for a 4. Getting a stroke. So this is 4 for 3. 2 putts to win the hole and move on to an early 1-up lead. This is on a good line. Does the job. Nestles it in there to the gimme. And Randy will take the first hole, moving 1 up. Randy starting this one down the right side, peeling back towards the middle. That'll play nicely. It's a longer par 5. Tough for most to get there in 2. So that is safely in the fairway. 327 left. Very likely 3-shot hole for most. Definitely a 3-shot hole there with that leave. John, another good drive. Pounds this one down the middle. Got every bit of that one. That one's rolling past 260. Rolling through 270. 273 right down the middle. Still will have about 260 left. Pin is in the back, so it may only have about 235, 240 front edge. Could potentially go for it. We'll wait and see what Randy does first. This hole has a little bit of a quirk with a tree in the fairway. About 100 yards out from the green. You got to make sure you set yourself up. Don't want that tree in the way. There's another tree over there on the rough. Wasn't talking about those trees. That won't have that fairway tree blocking it. That is the angle you want. Would have probably liked to have a little more distance on it. Randy leaves himself still about 220 left. John now at 260 to go. Head cover comes off and the 3-wood comes out. This ball was struck well. Maybe a touch heavy. Going to come up a little short. It's an unfortunate bounce left into the bunker. A little tougher angle there, but only 43 yards left for John. Randy now from 220. Another wood hit, a little heavy. Not going to quite get there. It was going to be a tough shot anyway, so leaves himself now about 96 yards. A back flag here, not much room behind that pin. Safe play would be short and maybe even a little right of that flag. This has started on a good line. Needs to go a little bit, but that'll be on the green. Safely about 36 feet away. Leaves himself a putt for par. Pressure back on John. Going to need to get this one on. Again, this is a little tougher angle here on the left side. Green kind of works a little left to right, but not much room left to land it. Anything up there will be a good shot. Give himself a putt. Wisely plays it a little bit out to the right, a little safer play. Leaves himself about 25 feet left for birdie. Had 25 feet last hole and rolled a nice putt right over the front edge. We'll see if he could do similar on this next putt. But first to play is Randy with his par putt, putting 5 for 4, 36 feet away. This is on a decent line. Giving it a good run. Comes up just shy, but that'll do. Oh, just outside the gimme. He will have to putt that 3.2 feet away. Anything inside 3 feet is an auto gimme. So John now with this putt to win the hole from 25 feet out and square the match up. This also on a good line. Is it enough? It is an in, and just like that, we are all square through 2. That was a great putt. We are all squares. We head to the third hole. John teeing off first. This one leaking a little right on him. Needs that to sit soft so he has an angle in. It does. Not his best, but 230 left to this flag. A lot of long par 4s here at TPC Louisiana. Randy's going to start this one down the right. It doesn't want to work back. The dreaded straight ball. However, he's got 300 yards left. It was going to be tough for him to get home in 2, so that won't really hurt him too much. A good recovery shot here could put him in position to be on in 3. Electing to go with an iron. Smart play. Hits this one in a safe spot. Should be in the fairway. Probably a little longer left than he would have liked, but about 165 left for his next shot. The play here has about 230 in, 205 to the front edge. Not much room long of that flag. Not much room right of that flag either. He's going to take that aim. Started right at it on a great line. If it's the right club, this could be really close. Needs a little kick left, and it gets it. Wow. Now just needs to stop, and it does. And with that, John from 230 out puts it to 7.5 feet. We'll have that left for birdie. What a shot. Lock in here from 165 out. Needs to find the dance floor with this one. On a good line, quite a little heavy, however, so it will be a little short. Chases it up to about the center of the green. Lengthy putt left for his par, about 58 feet. Hits this one a decent amount out to left. Doesn't look like it's breaking and has some pace on it. It's going to need to stop. Don't fall off that slope. Just holds on the fringe. A little bit of a hill there that could have got away from him quickly, but it holds up. Hold about 10 feet left here for Randy's bogey, 5 for 4. Not much to this, pretty straight. Starts it right at the left edge and in. So that will then put John. Oh, John is putting for birdie, so John will still have this putt for the win. 2 putts to tie. Match is all square. This could put John 1 up. Starts this one a little right, just not enough pace for that line. Leaves it inside the gimme though. And match will remain all square through 3 as we head to the 4th hole. John will start this one out a little down the right side of the fairway. Just trickles into the rough. John did push that pretty far off his line, however, is very safe. This was the hole to do it on. Randy will intentionally be taking it on that similar line. Just needs to get past that tree. This is going almost right behind that tree. We're going to have to hope for a break here. It needs to either go or stop. It's going to be close. He may be just shy. We'll see the angle. John will be first to play, so we're going to have to wait, suspense, to see if Randy has a shot in. John a little jacked up on this one. It's going to fly the green. A little pull. Not a whole lot to work with that angle, but potentially could putt it. Maybe. We'll see. Randy just stopped shy of that tree. That was close to being stymied, but he does have an angle, a tight one, but an angle nonetheless. He typically likes to work the ball right to left. Not going to be able to do that here. Starts this on a great line. It is leaking a touch left, but it should still hold. Just trickles off the green, but that is very puttable. About 30 feet left for birdie. Getting a stroke. He's in a great spot. John's going to have some work cut out for him here. John now, not much to work with here, but could get this one in tight. Not a crazy slope. Tries to use that slope to slow it down, and it just carries over it. So he's going to have about 20 feet left for his par. Caddy talked him into chip. I don't know if I love that play. This one's got a little pace. However, that was well executed. He's going to nest that into 3.5 feet. He will have to putt it, but that putt will be for the win regardless if this drops or not. If this does not drop, Randy will have 2 putts for the win. It's a must-make for John. Starts it pretty straight. I think it's going to fall left, and it does. John's in for a 5. Randy now 2 putts from 3 feet to win the hole. Oh, yeah. And this one right in. Doesn't waste any time. Regains the lead. First par 3 of the round. About 190 yards to the flag. Hybrid here for Randy. Starts this one a little right, and it's not coming back for him. Chunked it a little bit. It's not happy with his contact, and that will trickle just into the bunker. Does have some green to work with there. Yeah. This ball started just right of the flag, working back in. Needs to get down, sits soft. Lands and just trickles off the back, catches that slope and runs away. A lot of greens, not much to work with behind the flag. A little adrenaline there for John. Got a few extra yards, wasn't expecting it. We're going to have a chip off here. Randy, even on par 3s, will be getting a stroke, so he just needs to nestle this on there somewhere. His caddy's now stealing his food. He caught that one a little heavy too, but it bounces on. Leaves himself about 18 feet left for par. John now, another little uphill chip. Not a lot to work with. A Well, that's about as good as you can do from there. Uses the slope to deaden it. Trickles out to about 6.5 feet left for his. Starts at the right edge. It's going to break more than that, and it just sneaks by. This one stretches a little outside the comfort zone to about 7 feet left for his bogey. He will still be away, so he will be putting first for his 4. This one probably at the right edge. Starts it pretty straight, and it pushes left. Could be a costly 3-putt there. He is now in 5 for 4. John now, this putt to win the hole from 7 feet out. It does have quite a bit of movement. It may have to start this just outside the hole. Plays it well outside the hole with some pace, and that also goes by. And now John has some work left just to tie this hole. And much to this, maybe right edge. It's a great line, good pace. So he stays 1 down through 5 as we head to the 6th hole. Another lengthy par 4, 450 here on the 15th hole. We're playing the back 9. Randy starts this one down the middle. It's leaking a little. Will it hold on? Needs to sit soft. It could find that bunker. It stays up. Flat lie. Just a long ways in. About 270 left from there. John's looking to take advantage with his length off the tee here. If he can get one out there over 250, he could take that bunker on the left out of play. Set up for an easier approach. Pulls it a little and didn't quite catch it perfect, so it won't carry the bunker. May find that little lily pad. No, just bounces through that. So he will find the sand. Relatively flat lie. Only about 200 left for John. Definitely reachable for him. Randy from 269 out. Hybrid in hand. He's catching a lot of these just a touch heavy, costing him some distance. But that worked back to the fairway, at least. Avoided that bunker. John now. 202 left. Hybrid here. Another one you don't want to miss along. This may be too much club. Also has a little lip to contend with. Clears the lip, but he may also clear the green. And this is leaking right and way long. Needs to get down quick. Flies that over the green. He's going to have about 25 yards left and a pretty difficult angle. He may even have to go back over that tiny bunker. Randy now from 97 out. Oh, shit. Starts this right at it. He says, oh, shit, but it may be his best shot of the night. He was just very confused. He didn't chunk it. Threw him off a little bit. Sticks that one to 22 feet. Here's a bunker. It's not actually a bunker. There's just a little grass knoll. Very tough shot here for John. He's been leaving himself a lot of these. Last hole, he executed it very well. Left himself 7 feet. We'll see if he can do that again. Needs to sit. Grabs a little. That's tough to do better than that. Very tough angle there along of this green. Leaves himself about 30 feet. John starts this one a little left. It's breaking towards the hole. Needs to sit. All right. Stops that one at about 4 feet. He will have that left for bogey. Randy now 22 feet. 2 putts for the win. It's a little uphill, a little right to left. Starts on a good line. It's going to need to go a little. But maybe enough for the gimme. It is inside, and that will be a winner for Randy. Takes the biggest lead of the night as he moves 2 up through 6. We head to the 7th hole. 3 holes to play. Another lengthy par 3. 164 to the flag. Water left. Only a few feet left of that flag, and you will trickle down that slope into the water. Not the best visual for Randy. He tends to work the ball right to left. Probably doesn't love seeing water left, but Looks like he's going to wisely aim this thing a little right of that flag, just inside the bunker, and let it work its way towards the hole. Oh, he pushed it off his line. That's got to go on that line, and it is not. That will find the water. The door is open for John. 2 down, 3 to play, but chance to get one back here. John now also going to aim this one a little right, kind of at that bunker. See if he makes an adjustment, takes a little less club. Again, aggressive with the distance. It's going to be a little long, maybe about pin high, just a little right. Not bad. Safely on land. He'll have that left for birdie. Just off the green, 13 yards, roughly a 40-foot putt for birdie. If he elects to putt it, he can chip it. Randy has about 150 left on this second attempt.
So if I hold it in, it's a par.
That is correct. If you make this, it's a par. For what that's worth. Starts on an aggressive line. However, that is not going in the hole. That is going in the water.
There's water.
Again, another aggressive line. And another one may find the water.
That's impressive.
Randy actually just sent his caddy back to the pro shop to get another sleeve of balls. Didn't think he was going to use this many on the 17th hole. And with that, Randy will fall now just to 1 up. Lead cut in half through 7 holes. So this does say the 18th hole. There was a little glitch with the 16th hole, so we have to play that one at the end. So there is one more hole still after this. There's actually 2 to play. John is 1 down, heading to the par 5 18th. There's a lot of water down the right side of this hole. John's ball is flirting with it. It needs to sit soft. Do not take a big bounce. It sits soft, but not soft enough. It was hit well that he's going to have a short distance in. If he takes a drop, I believe he crossed up there and may get a good, all right, he will get a decent drop. Randy normally plays a little right to left ball flight, still will favor the left side here. He saw that, and he also played the last hole. So he's well aware of what water can do. I'm going to try to keep this one dry. This ball will find the fairway. Will it stay in the fairway? I believe so. If it sits relatively soft, it does. Still a long ways in. John can try to make up for the penalty stroke with his length. Randy has about 382 left here on this par 5. A little bit left. Catches it a little heavy.
I'm taking 4 shots just to get this.
And that may cost him because he will not be able to reach from there. He still has about 250 left. He is dry.
Taking me 4 shots to get there.
John, however, has 290 to the flag, about 270 to the front edge. I don't believe he'll be able to get there in 2, but could take advantage of his length and get himself to a chip possibly after this. Needs to stay dry. That ball was smoked right down the fairway. We'll have to contend with that bunker on the approach shot, but does have some green to work with. That won't be too difficult. A little 50-yard shot left for John. 52 out. Again, wisely clicks it a few to the left. This one was struck well. May not have been the time to strike one well. This could find that bunker. Oh, it gets a dead bounce. Fortunate. Soft spot there. The sprinkler must have been leaking in that area. A little spongy. He will have about 91 yards left to this green. Catches this one heavy again, but I think he has been strategically taking an extra club and playing for the chunk, leaving himself about 46 feet left for par. Now looking to put this in close. It's got to go a little. It does just clear the bunker and sneak on the green. That was almost the end of the round there for John if that didn't get a fortunate bounce. But he's got 33 feet left for par. Putting has been hit or miss from both of these guys so far, so anything can happen now. Randy actually has this putt right now from 47 feet to win the match. Gives it a ride, plays it well out there to the right. It's going to work its way back, but it's going to come up dry a little short of that hole, about 8 feet left. He'll have that left for his 6. John can make this and put a little pressure on that putt. A little bit of a double breaker here. Going to move to the right in the beginning and then creep back maybe just a hair left at the end. Starts this on a good line. Needs to stretch a little. Oh, and it just flattens out for him at the end. He'll have a tap and gimme there. He's in for a 6. Randy now with this putt from 8 feet to win the match. And this has some movement. Not what you want to see from 8 feet. May have to start this outside the hole on the right. Starts it out there. Is it going to come back? And it does, and it's in. With that, Randy moves on to join Chris DeFlora and Chris Omo. Oh, that was it. Yeah, in the championship match, there's a little confusion there. It threw me off. I know, that was it. You're 2 up, 1 hole to go. We didn't even need to play the 16. So we have the final 3 set. We have the Wednesday night Chris DeFlora champion. We have the Thursday 6:30 Randy Sturm, newly crowned champion, and Chris Omo from the 8:30 Thursday slot will face off next week, May 1st at 7 p.m. for an 18-hole stroke play championship at Harbortown Golf Links. We'll see you there. Do you have something to share before we end? They played last week, yeah, because Chris couldn't make it this week. Everybody actually wants to know, Randy, if the strategy all along was to take an extra club and hit everything fat. Were you planning on that, or it just worked out?
It just worked out.
Just worked out that way. All right. We'll take note of that. We'll see if luck continues next week.